Hello and welcome, my friends. The Theironhulk is here bringing you a Medicom Dragon Ball Z Piccolo review. So yes, I am in a bit of a Dragon Ball Z craze right now. That's not saying that I'm like completely done with everything else. Oh hey, look, a moth. Stay away from my Piccolo. Wow, that moth was like completely weak. Now I feel bad for that moth, I'm sorry. Anyways, yes, Piccolo. So I am still collecting Transformers, and I'm just, focusing on Dragon Ball Z this week. Because I've been wanting to review the SH Figure Arts and Medicom Piccolo for the longest time. This guy is about to be 2 years old. I purchased him. He came in on my birthday. I bought him like a week before that. My birthday is next Saturday. So yes, he'll be about 2 years old, and I haven't reviewed him. So that's what I'm doing. To start out, I do want to talk about the negative remarks that Medicom gets for their real action heroes figures. Piccolo is a real action hero. That's the line he's from. Most people say that the bodies that they use, similar to True Type bodies from Hot Toys, but they are a little bit more flimsier. I will say that. But people, they say that the bodies are terrible. They they break easily, and I have not had one problem with this Piccolo. And I'll be honest, I have fiddled with him a bit. I've put him in different poses throughout the past 2 years, and and I played with his joints, and nothing has broken. On the contrary, he's a solid figure. And I have heard some horror stories about Piccolo, Goku, and Super Saiyan Goku that they just crumble into pieces. I find that really hard to believe. Maybe, just maybe, I got a lucky Piccolo figure. I have no idea. But, I have had no problems. So, enough about the Medicom horror stories. Let's get on to the figure itself. Piccolo is about 13.5 inches. He's a little bit taller than your normal Hot Toys figure, and he's a little bit smaller than your regular Predator figures. Now, I do think this is perfect with any 12-inch scale figure, because he is a little bit taller than normal humans. He is taller than Goku, and you can just tell by the sheer kind of bulkiness of his cape, and he's buff. He's a pretty buff dude, and he's a big figure. He's a big dude, and that is what I have always loved about this guy. Now, I do feel like it is kind of cool that I do review this guy 2 years after I've purchased him, because I've had 2 long years to enjoy him, and I have to say I love this guy. He is one of my favorite 12-inch action figures, because first off, he looks just like the anime character in the show. He looks just like him. We can close up on his face real quick, and look at the detail. Okay. It's not really something you'd say, wow, that is such a detailed face. But that's the whole thing. It is so comic accurate. I think a little bit more anime accurate than manga. But, he looks great. Solid face sculpt. Looks just like him. Here, let's add an extra light here. There we go. Looks just like Piccolo. And, actually, that's a pretty cool light effect. The small indents here on his turban gives him the anime look. You look at the face, and there's really not much going on. It's he has his eyebrowless nubs above his eyes, and that is pretty much all that gives him distinction from, just a plain face. He has his Namekian ears, and yeah, plain but super, super, true to the original design. And even his arms. I mean, look at the awesome detail on all these ridges. Now the arms are made of this rubbery kind of soft plastic vinyl. Some people will be put off by that, but I actually think it's great because it hides his inner body armature thing. It's like a super skinny arm, so you can pose it a bit. It's not going to go super far. I do compare this to the Predator Arnold figure, the Dutch figure. Very similar. Even Chris Redfield, if you've owned him, the Hot Toys figure. They have these arms that they're not as articulated and as movable as the ones that have visible joints, but it does make them look a lot more realistic. Now, like I said, he does have that body that people say is a bit fragile, and I will say that yes, if you mistreat the figure, of course something will go wrong. But he has full range of motion here. You can swivel his legs, they bend, his feet pivot, they swirl, they do all this cool stuff. And just to close up on his moccasin shoe thing here, you can see some more black ridges and all this cool stuff. It just adds more character and more, it's just, very true to the show and manga. And you can even see his ankle here is it's part of his look. He has his ridges here, and very cool. Even his pants, they're sewed in a certain way to give him this sort of baggy look, like in the show. I mean, the detail on this guy is amazing, and it's great. You can even see on his giant cape here all the nice folds. Super nice. Now, the cape is also on a wire, which I think is fantastic. So I have it going this way, kind of like if the wind was blowing, and his cape's just kind of like that. Really cool. But, of course, you can also take off the cape. Let me show you how we do that. His back has this giant magnet. You can't see it, but it's right here. And it just attaches to this magnet piece here. And voila, it stays on perfect. You can move him around and it won't fall off. And now here is Piccolo with just his purple uniform. I do prefer him with his cape. I have no problem with his purple uniform. I think it's coming off as blue on the camera, but it is a purple uniform. It's cool. It looks nice. You can see some more folds here. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of him like this. And maybe it's just the way they make him look in toy form. But I've always been a fan of him with the cape. And we usually see him with the cape on anyways, so. Unfortunately, he does not come with a turbanless head sculpt. And his turban does not come off. It's sculpted right onto his noggin there. And, but they did release a, I forgot what they called them. It was it's a Medicom figure. They're these tiny, they're smaller figures, and they barely move. They're just kind of like, I don't know what this is. Oh, they're called VCDs. I forgot what it meant, but they're VCDs. That's what they're called. And they released a Kid Gohan figure, and he came with a Piccolo head. And I was just like, yes, I am buying this. Until I found out that Gohan is just a tiny statue that they want like $70 for. And they're like, oh, plus you get Piccolo head without turban. I'm like, oh, those bastards. So, unfortunately, I will not be buying that because that's a ripoff. And honestly, the head sculpt that Gohan comes with is kind of funny looking. Like he has his turban off, and it shows his antennas, but he has this weird, creepy smile that he's making. I don't know. I would have preferred maybe like an open mouth, kind of like angry face or something. But yeah, whatever. So yeah, he does. He does come with a few accessories. They're just hands. He also came with a stand. Now, I'm using a Hot Toys stand. It's just a, true type body stand. Nothing, doesn't belong to anyone really. But I guess another thing I can say about Medicom is that their stands are crap. They have horrible stands. They're just these tiny white rods, and they go on this circular plaque type thing, and you just kind of squeeze them into it. And then he has one of those clamp type things that goes on the back, kind of like this, but they're just like super cheap plastic, and you can like adjust it. But I mean, everything's so crappy. That thing broke like 3 days after I owned the figure, and it was just like I was just fiddling around with it, and it just like snapped off. And I'm like, wow, okay, same. This guy's like the same price as a Hot Toys figure, and they can't build a nice stand. Yeah, sorry for the rant, but yeah. Oh, I guess I should comment. He does have a rubber chest piece. Actually, it's neck and chest piece. He has been known, along with SS Goku and regular Goku, to have the rubber crack over time. I can tell you right now. Remember, 2 years of having this guy. No cracks, no problems, nothing. He has been through heat, not bad heat, but he has been through heat, cold, lukewarm temperature, everything, all of the above, and nothing. Perfectly fine. So, take that, Medicom haters. Take that. So yeah, like I said, he does come with some extra hands. They are the same hands that the SH Figure Arts Goku Piccolo comes with. And he has his claw hands right now, like I'm gonna kitty scratch your face, meow meow. And he does have fists that you can put on, for charging up Piccolo. He has Kai Blast hand, a blue, and finally Special Beam Cannon. Unfortunately, you cannot do a realistic Special Beam Cannon because he has no turban when he does it. And he has one here. So, I guess I can show off. Here comes the sexy part of the review. Let me take him off his stand here. He also can stand pretty well on his own. So, come on, Piccolo, stand well on your own. Don't embarrass yourself, you naughty Namek. Of course, he doesn't want to stand when I'm reviewing the figure, but he does stand pretty well. You just have to. There you go. So one funny thing about this guy. So we remove his little robe thing here, and everything's on Velcro actually, So it's kind of cool. We undo the back here. All right, guys, close your eyes if you're afraid to see Namekian underpants. But yes, Piccolo does have undies. He has underpants. Oh my god. Piccolo has underpants. It's funny, like, look at the detail on his legs. They're like super defined, muscly legs. I actually think that's kind of cool. I don't know why anyone would pose him with his pants down. But I just wanted to show the funny underpants that he comes with. Because, I honestly think Piccolo does not wear underpants. I think when he needs to poop, he just pulls down his purple pants here and he just poops. He doesn't need to pull down his underpants. But yeah. And I guess I can, everything like this is on Velcro as well. I can show you the, so this is the rubber chest piece here. It's actually very nicely done, nice detail. And yeah, it's just, it just goes over the regular piece here, the body piece. And you know, you can even see, look, nice detail on the abs. Like Piccolo's like, oh, super ripped Jersey Shore guy. I mean, we should just like flare his head up and just have him hang out like this. Just like, what's up, guys? Just, you know, chilling in the Jersey Shore. And then he'll be like, oops. He'll be like what's that guy's name? The Situation. Yep. I just went there, guys. Now, of course, you don't want to pose him without his shirt, because he does have these funny little sponge things on the side to kind of give him more thickness, because, I mean, he does look kind of goofy with, like, his massive arms and, like, super skinny, like, I was never fat in my life, so, like, I work out for a month and look like a ripped type guy. Yeah, so I don't recommend displaying him without his shirt. Plus, you don't want to see naked aliens. That's kind of weird. So yeah, we just put this back on. Oh, and then I apologize for the Piccolo poop jokes. Some people are offended by others making fun of their favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. I, for one, don't care, but just making sure. Don't want to piss off any viewers here. So, I mean, you know, still really cool. I mean, even though he looks like he's, like, ready to go to sleep right now in his pajamas. But, yeah, so, like I said, this guy's had no problems, and I am looking forward. It's taken me 2 years to get this guy, but I am looking forward to buying Goku for my birthday. A gift from me to me. Because I love Goku. I've been into Dragon Ball Z since I was, like, in kindergarten, not even preschool. I remember I got my first Piccolo figure in preschool for a graduation present. When I graduated from preschool, my mom took me to Hello Kitty. Yes, don't make fun of me, but they had Dragon Ball Z figures at Hello Kitty, and my mom just bought me this really awesome Piccolo, and I was terrified of him because he was really creepy looking. It was one of those really crappy Bandai ones from the 90s. So yeah, so here's Piccolo. Great figure, awesome articulation, very screen accurate, and very Piccolo-y. So, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. My next review will probably be the DMK Dual Model Kit 01 Optimus Prime. I am freaking excited about that. It's going to take me forever to put that guy together, but I assure you he will be awesomeness. So, until next time, my friends, the Theironhulk is signing off. Say goodbye, Piccolo. Goodbye. Okay.